Activity: to test the presence of starch in leaves. Materials required: a healthy potted plant, alcohol, iodine solution, 2 beakers and Bunsen burner. Method: take a healthy potted plant and keep it in sunlight for a few hours. Pluck a green leaf from the plant. To bleach the green color of the leaf, you have to boil it in water and then in alcohol. The purpose of boiling the leaf in alcohol is to dissolve the greenish part, that is, chlorophyll. Then wash the leaf in cold water and place it in a dish or watch glass. Now, pour some drops of iodine solution over it. What happens? The leaf turns blue. What does this show? This shows that starch is present in the leaf. It can be concluded that starch is present in the leaves. Activity: to show that sunlight is necessary for photosynthesis. Materials required: a healthy potted plant, beaker with water, Bunsen burner, iodine solution, alcohol, watch glass and test tube. Method: take a healthy potted plant and keep it in a dark room for 24 hours. After 24 hours, cover one of its leaves on the upper and lower sides with black paper pieces and put the plant in sunlight for 3 to 4 hours. Pluck this leaf and remove the black paper pieces from it. Now, boil this leaf in water to bleach it. After boiling in water, again boil it in alcohol. Then wash the leaf in cold water and place it in a watch glass. Now, pour some drops of iodine solution over it. What happens? The leaf which has been exposed to sunlight will turn blue. There is no change in the color of the covered part. What does this show? This shows that sunlight is necessary for photosynthesis. Activity: to show that chlorophyll is necessary for photosynthesis. Materials required: coleus or croton plant, beaker with water, Bunsen burner, iodine solution, alcohol, watch glass and a test tube. Method: place the coleus plant in a dark room for 48 hours. Then place it in sunlight for 6 hours. Now pluck a leaf from the coleus plant. Coleus leaf contains both green and non-green areas. Draw its outline on a sheet of paper. Mark the green and non-green areas carefully. Now bleach the leaf by boiling it in water and then in alcohol. Wash this leaf in cold water and place it in a watch glass. Now pour some drops of iodine solution over it. Now compare the leaf with the drawing you made earlier. What do you observe? Only those areas of the leaf become blue which were marked as green. What does this show? This shows that chlorophyll is necessary for photosynthesis. Parts of a leaf. Leaf blade. It is the flat part of the leaf. Some leaves have a broad leaf blade while others have a narrow one. Veins. Most leaves usually have a main vein and many side veins. These veins are involved in transport of substances. Stalk. The stalk attaches the leaf to the stem. Stomata. Singular, stoma. The lower surface of the leaf usually contains tiny pores called stomata. Exchange of gases takes place through the stomata. Photosynthesis. Plants take in carbon dioxide from the atmosphere through stomata. Water is absorbed from the soil through roots. Chlorophyll traps the sunlight. All these are used by the leaves to prepare food. This process of making food by plants using sunlight, water and carbon dioxide in the presence of chlorophyll is the life cycle of a bird. Birds lay eggs in their nests. The mother or father bird often warms and protects the eggs till they hatch. This period is called incubation. After a few days, the eggs hatch and the baby birds come out. But within the egg, The embryo goes through different stages of development before it is ready to hatch out. Life cycle of a frog. Amphibians like frogs lay their eggs in large clusters called spawns in water. The young ones which hatch out are called tadpoles. A tadpole has a tail like a fish and fins to swim in water. It has gills for breathing. It keeps growing and changing into a mature frog. In the process, it develops legs and small teeth, loses its gills, and develops lungs for breathing. Finally, it becomes an adult frog. The process of change of a tadpole into an adult is called metamorphosis. Life cycle of a cockroach. Insects like cockroach have only 3 stages of development. The larva of a cockroach is known as a nymph. Life cycle of a housefly. An egg of a housefly develops into a worm-like larva. A larva is called a maggot. The maggot feeds on garbage and then crawls to a cool place. There it transforms into a pupa. After 1 or 2 days, a housefly comes out of the pupa. Structure of an egg. The outermost hard part of an egg is the eggshell. It protects the young one developing inside. Just below the eggshell is a jelly-like white layer called albumin. It protects the yolk. There is a yellow spherical substance in the albumin. It is called yolk. It is rich in fat, vitamins, and minerals. The yolk provides nutrition to the developing. The digestive system. The digestive system consists of the mouth, food pipe, stomach, liver, pancreas, small intestine, large intestine, and the anus. Mouth. Digestion of food starts in the mouth. The teeth break the food into small pieces. The salivary glands present in the mouth produce a digestive liquid called saliva. Saliva gets mixed with the food when we chew it. The food is then swallowed and it moves down the food pipe which connects mouth to the stomach. Stomach. The stomach is a hollow, muscular bag which churns the food into a fine paste. Intestines. The semi-digested food is then pushed into a long, thin, and coiled tube called small intestine. Other digestive juices are poured in by the liver and the pancreas. Bile from the liver helps in digestion of fats by breaking them down into tiny droplets. The process of digestion ends here. Tooth decay causes cavity. Taking care of the teeth is very important. Otherwise, germs start growing on them and form a sticky yellow coating known as plaque. These germs then reach the nerves through the dentin and pulp and cause tooth decay. This results in cavity, toothache, bad breath, etc. Structure of a tooth. Crown, neck, enamel, dentin, gum, pulp, blood vessel. Activity. Find out what soil contains. Collect 2 handfuls of soil and pour them into a bottle of water. Shake the bottle well. Place it on a table and allow the soil to settle. You will find that it separates into layers. The heavier pieces of rock sink to the bottom. Sand will settle on top of them. Above the sand, you may find some fine mud as well. Water cycle. Circulation of water in the nature from the earth to the sky and back to the earth is called water cycle. The sun heats up the water of rivers, lakes, ponds, and seas. triangle. Cut the triangle. Tape the base of the triangle on the pencil. Wrap the triangle around the pencil and secure it with tape. The screw model is ready. This movement of air from sea to land during the day is called sea breeze. At night, the land cools down faster than the water. Therefore, at night, air above the land cools down. Sea breeze and land breeze. Land heats up and cools down faster than water. Therefore, in the daytime, land gets heated up due to the heat of the sun much faster than the sea. Therefore, air due to heat of the sun. The water vapor is absorbed by the warm air and it rises up. The air cools higher up in the atmosphere and the water vapor condenses into tiny drops of water. These drops join to form bigger drops called clouds. When the clouds get heavy, they fall down as rain. Activity. Take 2 pieces of cloth of the same type and size. Wet both of them and spread one of them on a table in the room and switch on the fan. Spread the other one in another room without running the fan. Observe which one dries faster. You will notice that the piece of cloth kept under a running fan dries faster. This proves that evaporation takes place faster on a windy day. Activity. Take 2 towels of equal size and wet them. Fold one towel and keep both of them out in the sun to dry. Observe which one dries faster. You will notice that the towel that was not folded dries up faster. We see that water evaporates faster with a greater exposed surface area. Rotation and revolution of the Earth. The Earth has an imaginary line called axis running through its center. The axis passes through the North Pole and the South Pole. The equator divides the Earth into Northern Hemisphere and Southern Hemisphere. The movement of the Earth on its axis is called rotation. The Earth takes 24 hours to complete one rotation. The rotation of the Earth causes day and night. The movement of the Earth around the Sun is called revolution. The Earth completes one revolution in 365 1/4 days. This time period makes 1 year of the Earth. The revolution is responsible for change in